One of the most impactful books that I read in 2024 by far is the 10X Rule. And basically the idea of this book is that you need to 10X your goals or you're not going to make any progress. There's another similar book called 10X is Easier Than 2X with kind of the same idea, but say you made $100,000 last year and this year you set a goal to make $200,000. To hit that goal, 2Xing your income, you're able to keep like 80% of your life the same and you're probably going to focus on those small like 20% shifts. But if you made $100,000 and you set a goal to make $1 million next year, your brain is automatically going to go, okay, how can I make that happen? What would I need to change about my life in order to make $1 million this year? And your brain's gonna know that that's a gigantic jump, and in order to make that happen, you're gonna need to change those big 80% things rather than focusing on those small 20% shifts. The example of a web designer who makes $100,000 at their job. Wanted to make $200,000, they would probably have to maybe like apply for a new job to get a higher salary and take on 1 or 2 freelance gigs on top of that to hit 200K. But that web designer sets $1 million goal and all of a sudden their brain's like, okay, what would I need to change in order to hit $1 million this year? I would need to build out a course sharing my web design skills. I would need to market my course. I need to, instead of just taking on 1 or 2 freelance gigs, I would need to build out an entire agency and hire freelancers under me so that my agency can scale quicker to get me to that $1 million. Me saying that I want to be a millionaire in my 20s is just me forcing myself to think at bigger scale, come up with frameworks for how I can apply this to my own career.